This is my very first attempt at a video post, and we're very low tech here. I'm just using my smartphone. I don't have any kind of nice camera or microphone or anything, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I really wanted to try something different. And I don't know exactly what I want to do with these video posts, but I thought that I would just start with one and see how it goes. And then maybe I could develop a theme or something, and every week I could obviously develop that in some way. So we'll just see how it goes. This is the very first attempt, and I'm in my office at work, so we have kind of a librarian setting going on, and it's not easy for me to record these here or anywhere, so that's part of my uncertainty with how I will structure these, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to record them every week, because I don't always have complete silence and nobody else around. I really like being in my office, but the walls here are super thin, and I don't want my office neighbors to think that I'm strange by talking to myself in here. So I'll do what I can, but I just want to see how this goes. And so for this very first attempt at this, I thought that I would just touch very briefly, because I want these to be 5 minutes or less, upon something that I've been talking about on my blog a few times recently, that I just don't really know what I want to do on there anymore. That I guess I'm having kind of a blog identity crisis, because it's been quite a while. I think I started blogging in 2008. And I didn't really kind of find my groove with it for a couple of years after that. Time moves very slowly in my world. And so now, I have a bunch of different things that I talk about on there. Obviously, the main things in my life are my vocation and my family. My identity as a librarian, but really my faith. That's the big piece that's holding everything together. But I have, other interests that are very important and meaningful to me. And so I do write on there about my role as a member of a Middle Eastern dance troupe, which is very, very fulfilling and fun for me, and I enjoy writing about that. And also my interest in knitting and crocheting and some of the things that I make, craft type things. And so I thought, of all these different things, and I'm sure that there's people that are interested in some of those things and not others, and so is this all really working? And, I've been doing a lot of thinking about that, and especially after the post that I wrote yesterday, I really was kind of at a point where I thought, if I'm going to make a change, I might as well just do it. And, I really thought about it a lot over the course of yesterday and overnight and this morning. And so far, the conclusion that I've come to is that I still want to write about all of those things, and I don't really want to split it up in any way, because my blog has always reflected who I am as a person, and I just have always hoped that people would be interested in me and the interests that I have, and that we could have this sort of friendship, if you will, via my writing. And so I'd like to just continue on with that, I think. It's possible that at some point I may want to change the way that I do things, but for now, I really like the way that it's going, and I'd like to try some new things like I'm doing right now. But in terms of topics, I think that I'm going to keep it for now, unless something changes and I change my mind, and I'll let you know. And I would continue to enjoy your feedback on that. So that's sort of where I am. I don't know, I usually post 5 days a week. Honestly, I just don't think I can do that anymore, because I've got some things going on here at work. I've got an article that I want to write about Catholic fiction, so I'm kind of excited about that, and I really need to get that done this summer. And just some other things, that are just cutting into my time. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but I definitely need to write on there 3 to 4 days a week. So I'll still keep that up, so you'll still have that. And we'll just see how it goes, but I'm really excited, and I've got the Catholic New Media Conference coming up in 3 weeks, and I'm really excited about that, and hoping that I get a little inspiration from there, which I have no doubt that I will. And I'm also going to see one of my very best friends in the entire world, which is who is Christina, formerly of Filling My Prayer Closet, now of Faithfully Social, and I'm going to see her in early August, and I have it'll be the first time we've ever met in person, and so I have no doubt that I will be inspired by meeting her and us being together, and maybe coming up with some new ideas for projects we could work on there together. I'm really, really excited about that. So So there's good stuff to come. But quickly before I sign off, and this one's going to be more than 5 minutes, sorry about that. But I thought that each week, or hopefully each week, maybe bi-weekly, whenever I do these, I would mention kind of when I'm praying, which rosary I'm using, or sort of what saint, or is kind of inspiring me this week. And so this week, as I've been sort of going through this little crisis with regard to my writing, I have been definitely bonding with Our Lady, Star of the Sea. I have her image now as the cover on my phone. It's been very soothing. I have an Our Lady Star of the Sea. Saint Doll, isn't she precious? This is from St. Luke's Brush on Etsy. Very talented painter who makes these wood peg dolls. I think she's just beautiful. I have her on my desk. Very soothing. And I also have an Our Lady Star of the Sea rosary, because I have a lot of rosaries, so you're going to be seeing a lot of these as the weeks go on. But she has a centerpiece there in bronze, and lovely, and the colors are very sea inspired, so very, very soothing while I drive in and home in the mornings that I have her to pray with me. And so she's been kind of my inspiration while I've been thinking about all of these. This Stella Maris, Our Lady Star of the Sea. I've written about her quite a bit in the past, so if you don't know a lot about her, you can just do a search on my blog, the search function on the right side, and you'll find several posts about her and about the chaplet and just about her generally and my devotion to her. Really good stuff. So I'm hoping to do this again next week, and we'll see if I develop kind of a structure of doing these. So this one's a little free-for-all. But, I've never done this before, and the only time that you have ever really glimpsed me is just via photos that I've posted on my blog. So maybe this will be a little bit more of a personal introduction and feel to what I'm trying to do here. But if you're watching this, I'm very grateful that you care enough to come and watch what I'm doing and read what I'm doing. I really appreciate it, and I hope that we can forge a really nice relationship together via what I'm writing and what you write back to me. So please do leave a comment, and I'll respond to you, and I really look forward to that. And so I'm going to sign off, and I will see you again hopefully next week. Thanks.